It's a great pickup that they have Hellcat as well, so you cannot use Hellcat to counter against Alice. So making sure that support is coming over there will be good. This double assassin potential is huge for them.
So Sudo, predictions?
My predictions is still going to go to Tyrants. I've seen the Alice play. It's pretty good. It's pretty scary.
This will be tough for me, but again, maybe Tyrants will get that 60% percentage over 40% of Team Equalizer. As let's begin the final game, Team Equalizer versus Team Tyrants. Team Equalizer will start from the blue team, while Team Tyrants start the red team. And fortunately enough, that final game we get to see that turtle spawn on the north side of the map.
It is going to be up there as they are waiting in the fray. Interestingly, they're both invading again on completely different sides.
Reminiscence of the first match.
Very reminiscent of the first match. It also could be the adaptation because they have seen each other do it so well. They just are able to carry it out. However, we did see there was a clash after the invades. Might we see the next one going out here? Tyrants would be the first one back to lane.
Mondell in the middle with the Lancelot. You see the Alucard from Orca, and the rest of the members of the Equalizer will run with that 3-1-1 formation. And Chao, he's trying to save Jaw hit.
So low! Will they come out? Harley will draw the cards. Will it be enough? Johnson, one last hit. It will be the case. Xian getting the kill.
This is really tough. And another kill has converted onto Team Tyrants. Team Tyrants, they are just going in aggressive and they want to find out more. By taking down Primo, unfortunately Primo had to back off and managed to hit back safely. That three-man lane just opens up for Team Tyrants, and they can just obtain so much map control and goal experience.
Resurrecting soon.
And now Team Equalizer again. All odds are against them. Team Tyrants wasted no time going in for the early turtle push objective.
This is what they call, just solid strategy when you're coming out with the game. You have the little bit of advantage from the kill early. You're going to be going out there. Ken does get caught up by Aurora, but does pay for it with his life. A little bit overly aggressive. That did not expect Aurora to be there. So, Aurora's position was good, waiting up within the brush. So the moment Ken did jump across, does get frozen and taken out.
I think it's like salvation for them, even though they lose that turtle. But again, trading kills together, it's a bit questionable on my end. I think Team Equalizer, they are just going to go all in. Perhaps, getting the kills, pushing a bit of their respective goal and experience. But then again, it's not that main objective. The main objective is you still have to go for the turtle, try to get these kills, steal that, perhaps pushing turrets, forcing Team Tyrants to go back to your respective lanes instead of wandering around the map, It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
I mean, what you said exactly right. You need to be able to control the pace by creating pressure in other lanes or pressure in terms of objective taking. It's not all about just returning back to lane where everybody's feeling comfortable. You need to throw them, off balance. And we are seeing that in the previous game, Tyrants definitely threw Equalizer off balance where they didn't know how and where to react. Here it looks like it's going to be happening once again, catching members off guard here. That's a Johnson that gets taken down. One of the tankiest members, but unfortunately not quite going to be the case out here as Aurora does come up, but does not have to quite support the rest of the team. Here Mondell is there, does not find the right damage as the area was not squared away. I say squared away if it was a triangle.
And unfortunately for Chao, he caught the wrong hero. He caught Arca instead of the other heroes from Team Tyrants, and they could not convert that kill because Arca is still tanky as well. And you can see Chao managed to finally get off that Arca and getting the double kill onto Alice, but he will fall to the hands or the rockets, I say, from Jawhead. Hellcat will kill off the assassin matchup in Lancelot, and they are again going in for the turtle. Wow.
Very quick, the moment the turtle does spawn up, in a couple of seconds they do respond with it, and then we're going to see that, with two of them, Harley and just Hellcat, making super quick work of the turtle. It means that they are quite healthily 4,000 gold in the lead. That is a lot of money and 5 minutes.
And I'm not surprised that once the Lord respawns, they can just take it away. They don't really need to wait for a moment when Lord just responds. They just bring all guns towards him, and he's to be melted down.
Exactly. Well, it's 90 seconds before Lord spawns, so let's see whether they're going to be primed and ready for it. Himmodel is finding such difficulty in his bottom lane here. I love the fact that Hellcat is going, proxying the wave, moving back to mid. This is a Hellcat that's controlling 2 lanes and getting kills as well. So, big kudos are coming up with the team here. And I guess a lot of question needs to go out. Oh, Boxer does get thrown back by Jawhead. Look at that melt. I'm sorry, but there will not be enough to save him in the end. Huge things coming out from them. So, yes.
Oh my goodness. Equalizer again getting shut down as their child will be taken down, and even though they are trying to find salvage behind the turrets, it isn't enough as Team Tyrants continue their dominance. They are just harassing anyone. They don't really care whether it's a tank, an assassin, a mage. Team Tyrants looking forward to end this game maybe perhaps a bit quicker, and Equalizer are denied so much. Look at that Hellcat, ladies and gentlemen. That Lancelot stands no single chance against him. Like literally, that Hellcat could just kill off Lancelot like it was a free kill for him.
It definitely was a strong indicator of where Hellcat is within this game out here, or rather where, unfortunately, where Lancelot is not in this game. There's a 0-3-0 Lancelot. You see, hold on, Hellcat, 203, 6,500 gold. As the onslaught continues, Aurora is completely locked up there. It's a bit of a shame because you had Aurora with all 4 of the charges ready, but not being able to use it. Lord is up, and Lord is taking it away. Such methodical, such procedural, play coming from Tyrants here, and just like that, they will secure Lord. That's exactly at the 7th minute mark.
Tyrants
huge for them.
Tyrants just being Tyrants. They just want to kill them up.
Tyrants is being Tyrants, and it is true. John Wee is saying here, Hellcat is level 12 now. The rest of them, Aurora is still level 6.
Lancelot is level 8.
Yeah, and Charles is level 7. So, this huge deficit. This is what's happening because Hellcat has been farming multiple lanes and getting kills. The experience lead that he has built up is huge, as well as the goal lead that he's building up for himself. This is how you play Hellcat well, and I guess this is how you respond to Hellcat as well. You need to be stopping the farm, you need to be stopping the experience gain from it. Like what they were doing with Lancelot in the bottom side, they say, not finding the right target. The freeze does come through, but unfortunately not quite enough to be following. You're going to see how Equalizer does come up with the first kill. The tower is still alive as they're diving past the tower. They don't have any minions left. So they need to wait for the next wave, but Lord is now at top. It looks like it's going to be pressure on all 3 lanes as Hellcat moves to the bottom as well. Hellcat is taking down the turret, and it will be all 3 turrets that do get removed. Porkchop does fight to base, healing up, but still not enough. Tyrants will take the game away, and congratulations to the Singaporean team getting a 2-0 victory.
8 minutes and 25 seconds. That is a really fast match, and show us how Tyrants can be so deadly from a team that, were meta setters, playing it really carefully, but still contain the victory, showing us a different side of themselves. They're going in again.
Just have a look at Hellcat. Hellcat has 9,700 gold.
Yes.
And Lancelot only has 3,600. Hellcat has 4 times the goal of Aurora, or close to 4 times the goal of Aurora. Wow.
I credit to the Turtle and Lord objectives. They really did it really well. That's why you kind of increased that.
Definitely, under 50 gold to the rest of the team. They did get, multiple towers away from them. It was huge, and we have now reached the end of the regular season in terms of gameplay, but the show's not over yet.
Why so soon, Sudo? Why?
It's been 7.
Why Tyrants? Why you do this?
It's been 7 good weeks of it. 7 good weeks of show, 7 good weeks of gameplay, and 7 good weeks of interaction and esports. Let's have a quick recap on what we just witnessed in the game. KBC Sensei, take it away.
Team Equalizer again still finds no footing in this match. Tyrants showing us another side on themselves. Hey, I could go over aggressive and I can get the kills and finish off objectives really fast, showing them so much dominance from the Singaporean team. And Team Equalizer, our only team from East Malaysia, one and only team, unfortunately will have to succumb to the hands of Tyrants. And like I said, credit to the Hellcat. It kind of proves me wrong, because I did mention that Hellcat isn't one of the most mobile assassins to rotate from lane to lane. Because I do feel that you have Fanny, you have Lancelot, perhaps Ghosten as well, the better options, and Karina to move from rotate to lane. But this Hellcat was showing me that it's possible to do that.
It is possible when you know exactly how to maneuver it, and this is about a high level of understanding. Lots of games being played, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of dealing with it. So it's great to see such good Hellcat gameplay, and that's also why Hellcat has been banned so often. It is the fear of that, yes.
And I did see some conversation going down from Team Equalizer. They want to set something, but the problem is before they could step the pedal to the metal, it's just that they caught crash already instantly from there.
That is true. They never managed to find their legs specifically within game. The legs got cut off from underneath them. They couldn't stand up, on their own, and that's also a factor with each of the objectives that got taken away from them. They had no way to come back into the game specifically. So if you're going to look at here, this is the dive past the turret. The wave is completely gone, but they're so far ahead that they are able to do it. Hellcat, jumping in at the very last moment, dealing the damage, was huge and instrumental to win that team fight specifically. And here, as Lord is approaching back up top, Hellcat splits away from the team really, really low, but nobody is there to be taking it away. He does try to go back, and then he decides, no wait, everybody's there. I can easily take this tower away. So the mid turret does get taken by the minions, the bottom turret is taken by Hellcat, and the top turret does get taken out by Lord. As Bogtrop tries to heal himself, does unfortunately get a little bit burnt. So yeah,
barbecue chop, perhaps.
Burn chop.
Burn chop.
Burn chop.
And fun fact, Sudo, that game, Tyrants were 9-0 turrets in terms of turrets destroyed.
They got everything and they didn't lose anyone at all, so there was no significant siege damage ever placed out there as well. It was a tough game for Equalizer, but nonetheless, congratulations to both teams. GG, WP.
This is a very, very interesting day, perhaps. Maybe the final day is kind of like...
The final game's a little bit moody, it's a little bit bittersweet, right? I'm happy that we're reaching the end, because it means that it's the start of the playoffs, and it's the next level. But at the same time, I do like the weekly games, coming in, seeing the players that's there. I'm sure there will be more coming up ahead. I mean, we aren't done with Mpl just yet. This is only the weekly standings that's there. Now,
the moment that we're waiting for.
There's going to be Ask Mpl, so this is still a little bit of time for players to be coming in and throwing in their questions that's there. But before we go into Ask Mpl, I do want to remind people that Mpl Indonesia will be doing their playoffs. Right? On the 30th of March and 1st of April. It will be on Facebook. Right? So you will have Facebook in English and Bahasa. That will be the Mobile Legends BangBang page that's there. It also will be on EGG Network on TV. And that will be the English one that will be there, right? So we have Mpl Indonesia that's coming up in a couple of weeks' time. And a few weeks after that, it will be the Malaysian and Singapore time as well to be doing their playoffs. And that will be on the 13th till the 15th of April. So we have a little bit longer than the Mpl Indonesian side. And so on the 13th of April, it will be on Facebook once again in English and Malay on the Mobile Legends BangBang page, like how we're doing it every week. And then it also will be on the EGG network, so that will be on TV as well.
And of course, for those of you who have the time to drop by to the offline event, do drop by, because I'm going to guarantee you this will be really, really huge. For all the fans to be together, for all the communities together.
We can't
you guys see us.
We can't tell you the details of the event, but from what we have heard, I am personally really excited to see it there. You will see the English and Malay casters together. You will see, all the players, the 8 teams will be down and representing themselves. That's there. It's also going to be great. So now on to the post-show talk. It is going to be Ask MPL. Now, First thing that we're going to be talking about here is science.
Dominance. Can we say dominance?
Yeah,
perhaps?
science dominance.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm also going to be focusing a lot more on the chat here to make sure that people are interacting with us. That's it. Okay. Science dominance over IDNS SG. Was the games underwhelming because it was so fast?
I felt that Cyan was really on point, despite the absence of Hawkeye, their team captain, correct me if I'm wrong, and one of their best tanks positioning. But Cyan showing us how much they can face, even though without their core player, they still can do so much damage.
And so this is the highlights about yesterday. As we continue talking about this, I personally felt that Cyan stepped up hugely.
Yes.
And it was disappointing to see IDNS SG not perform.
It's that there's something lacking in IDNS. Like, they lost that particular moment.
Well, in the interview, we did see that LY4 said that they did not expect the Goshen pick to be so damaging, and it definitely threw them off balance a little bit. With that said, was really that one pick and a one performance all that stellar? I mean, this was Ghost-like. People were spamming on Ghost-like in it. That's over there. And it looked super, super, super strong about it. Now, the questions that some people have been asking is that, was IDNS SG all that serious in this? I think so because, they were at the studio match there.
Yep.
Their drafts were good. We are also seeing here that, the Lancelot pick on LY4 was the first time. Jason Coe's Belmont was removed away from him as well. So, him playing on Johnson wasn't exactly...
Second time, if not mistaken.
The second time?
Yep.
Wasn't exactly... No, second time professionally, not...
not overall.
Mpl, I believe, in there. So it was... It left that doubt in there. Like, did they really lose out in the drafting phase? It did not feel like IDNS SG's normal lineup. And so, my personal thought is that I think they lost out within the drafting phase. And Zayn had won it. They threw the team off balance with Goshen pick that's coming through. They could get the advantage. They took the advantage and they ran with it. In the second game that we're looking out at here, it was Sync that had Goshen this time around, but unfortunately not the stellar performance that Zayn had done before this.
And then you're recapping onto the drafting process. You were speaking about IDNS. They kind of tilted when if their drafting wasn't perfect, or perhaps they did not get the core heroes to kind of catch up on their team roster. That actually happened when Team Equalizer stole Zaz from them.
Right. So Menti is asking, ask MPL. I feel that IDNS picks of Goshen in the second match was a mistake, which cost them their match, because Rush is a good player on Goshen and would know how to counter him. If you agree with my view, what do you think would have been a better pick? So that's two parts to it. Do you agree that Rush knew how to counter Goshen already?
I would agree on that, because he was really prepared that even the second round he was already naming like, oh, Goshen is up there. And of course...
what would have been the better pick?
Oh, this is going to be tough. I would suggest a Hellcut.
A Hellcut?
Yep.
I believe he was banned out specifically. So we're also going to see the next question. Team Zayn has been very good, having very good strategies and counter picks beforehand. In my opinion, Team Zayn has a really good potential to dominate mini games into the future. Do you agree with that statement?
Definitely. I think, learning your opponent's patterns and their comfortable heroes being banned out will kind of tilted them from here, and it's no stranger to see IDNS falter. Alright,
so now I have a question for you. IDNS SG has been having regular, almost cookie cutter, picks every week. Is that the only things they can play?
Nah, definitely not.
Well, they haven't really shown that they can pick other things up, though.
I definitely feel that they still have some cards under their sleeves, perhaps for the playoffs.
We can certainly hope that's the case. We have another question from Luxman here saying, ask MPL, I feel Sync didn't have as much training on Goshen. I would agree with that. Perhaps not as much as what Rush had performed earlier. That's over there. So when you see somebody else using it so spectacularly, you
kind of feel very inferior.
It's difficult to meet expectations than to set expectations when if nobody else has been doing it well, you can set the expectation. But if you're comparing yourself to an Olympic athlete really at this point, on a performance that is really stellar, it is very difficult to be saying that. Yes.
And perhaps IDNS, speaking of their being short of that Gosen pick, they should have done perhaps a bit of homework, in my opinion, because on Friday...
Well, they did say it caught them off guard.
Yeah, but on Friday itself, they were there are teams using Goshen already, and they could have, at least done some experiment, perhaps a last-minute experiment to kind of fix these things or problems out.
Well, maybe they did not have enough time,
yeah, that's what I
they
said.
will have enough time into the playoffs, so we're looking to see the evolution of that. We will get to the other question next. But I do have a question for you as well. So with that in mind, given that now IDS SG has lost, they do not seem as unbeatable as it was before. Does that leave room for the other teams to say, we can look at this, and build compositions around to take wins away? Does this make IDS SG a less fearful team as he moves into playoffs?
Definitely not. IDNS is still one of the powerhouses for the Singaporean teams, and they are the top 3 in our league. So again, teams, try not to slack them off. Like seriously, just go for it.
All right. So we've covered the first segment that's there. It wasn't such a pushover, for them.
Correct.
We're going to go into the second section of this. So the second topic is going to be Falcon 7 and Louv's positioning and what's going on there.
I think you are more well aware of the whole thing.
I am really well aware of this. I was casting that match that's there. Now, this is Ask MPL. Let me translate this there for you guys out there. The first one is saying, it's not that we are complaining or that we can't receive...
reality.
We can't accept the reality that's there. But we're confused. Can somebody explain this out? Now, the rule says kill difference. I would like to point out the mistake in this. It is not the rules that say kill difference, right? In the ranking of it, which we'll explain a little bit later, it also says here that Falcon 7 ties with Louvre and the kill difference says it all.
Correct.
They are saying they want justice. They want to organize to review this ranking, and we are here to review it now and to talk about it. And the kill difference was that Louvre is at 63, and the kill difference of Falcon 7 is at 61. So Falcon 7 has less of a kill difference that's there.
True.
Now, as much as within the graphics,
has been explained or been showed to people.
The graphics does say that in the occurrence of a tie, it does not specify which tie. Now, production did not tell me to tell you this, but so I'm going to maybe break it down in an analogy for you guys.
All right.
The players have gotten the rules of it out.
Correct.
Right? They have it in their playbook rules before week 1 starts.
Okay.
And it very clearly there states that in the case that the games are the same amount of victories have been gotten, so the same amount of points that are there, it will go head to head. So when Louvre and Falcon went head to head, if it was a 1-1, if it was a tie, then it would move to kill difference.
Oh.
So in this case here, when they went head to head, they already had lost out 2-0, and this was in the previous weeks.
I see.
So the kill difference did not factor in here. Now, why would we put kill difference up there and not head to head? For you might ask, it's not clear. But think about it. When do teams go head to head? It's one time out of the entire 7 weeks.
True.
How do you put a graphics up for that? So we put kill difference there because it's more of an impactful score for teams to follow.
Yep.
But the players themselves know what they're getting into because it really is part of the rules that's there. It's not that we're changing the rules, it's not that it's done differently.
But so you're trying to say that the rules has already been explained to the players. So the players already know the sequence ahead already.
They do.
I see.
They do, and what's coming here is that the fans are confused because the fans are seeing the graphics that are there.
Correct.
I wish we could show all the graphics and all the rules to you
but
guys.
But it'd be too cluttered,
But people already asked us to, keep quiet and stop talking. They want to see the games. they don't want all this other extra bits of information. So we thank you guys for staying tuned and to be asking us this. Now let me just have a quick check of the comments and seeing what's going on there.
So again, just to clarify, all the teams are already being well notified that these are the stages that's going through. If there's a case of a tie, you'll go with the head-to-head first.
Yes.
Then only the kill difference.
Now, I want to explain this out again, right? So if they had the tie and the head-to-head, if for whatever reason the kill difference is the same as well, I have no idea how they're going to break it out. I am not the head marshal. I am not the rule setter. I am just a caster explaining to you guys, how the sequence of events are. If you do have any questions with regards to this, then, let us know.
True indeed. And there is actually a comment from Dorothy. Can you read that for me?
Yes, so it's asking Falcon 7 and Luf SG has been losing to many powerhouse teams, but the difference between them is good teams is that they don't really do counter picks well against the teams. Mostly they're not flexible in the sense, and they don't pick a variety of heroes to counter OP heroes like Lancelot, Gushen, Helget, etc. Do you agree?
I would say I would agree, because they are not really adaptable to the changes of the meta. They still stick with the traditional picks, and perhaps they could be a bit more creative, more innovative in terms of different heroes, such as we wanted the KYZ's Mia.
Yes.
I still remember that one, but it didn't come out.
I would say, in my point of view, maybe they haven't been the most creative or, brave enough to be exploring the counter picks that's there.
Correct.
But they also haven't been performing. So, from week to week, I talked about them going back to what they feel most comfortable.
Yes.
And that's where you can have it. So, I agree they're not the most flexible, but maybe, before the playoffs, this is something that they can be improving. Keep in mind, these teams are also quite new compared to, for instance, Team Saiyan or MYA that has been around for quite a long time.
True.
All right.
Any more
we
questions?
are moving into the third topic. So the third topic is between the actions of Mystic Burden. Now, Mystic Burden is at the 5th spot yesterday. And MY is in the 4th spot.
Alright.
So there's a huge rivalry going on to see where they will move within the standings, and they want to be in the top 4 as they move into playoffs.
Correct.
With that in mind, because the kill difference matters in where you see within the standings, as we explained earlier.
Sorry, again, head to head is 1-to-1. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
I believe that is true. So it would really matter within the kill difference that's there.
Sudo, hi.
This is actually from Ashi from Mystic Burden here, right? And so he's saying here that they did not mean any disrespect, and it wasn't to humiliate them. It's very clear within their intentions, which is that they were very close within the gap, as we explained, and they need the kill difference to compete for the 4th rank. Now, this is a wise strategic decision to make. They know what is needed to move up within the standings. Winning the game is not just enough. It is winning the game and getting a big kill difference. The same as what MYA did today.
True.
Against MYA3. They won, but they also won with a big kill difference.
Correct.
And this is what happens when maybe the fans don't understand this. That at the end of it, when they move into playoffs, it is a big deal where you start.
Yes.
Who you go up against in the first round in standings is very important.
It sets the momentum, like you have to be game ready for it.
So, my personal opinion is that there was nothing wrong with what they did.
Same here.
Their intention specifically
High five.
was fine. But I have to make the comment that did they need to go as far as they did? I don't know if that's going to be true. It's not a bad move. It's not a good move. It was just a move. And this happens in every sport. If you can score, if you're trying to chase for MVP, if you're trying to chase for
a title, or perhaps
you're trying to break a record of what's going there. It's not wrong to be doing so. It is perfectly, well within the games for them to be doing it. A little scumbaggy, maybe, but hey, that's how you play the game.
So, and for my take, I know a lot of people are going to flame me in the comments, but I feel that if something were to change, it should be equalizer. They shouldn't be showing such such a performance. They should at least show an effort to, reduce it. At the worst case scenario, they could all just camp inside the base and let the turret be taken down, and they could have avoided all that kills perhaps, But then again, what you say, I totally agree on your point, on your standpoint. It is a sport. I rather, let my opponents go all in against me rather than to give me face.
Right. I rather them take me out,
quickly.
I mean, at full strength, not, show me that's there. Luxman has a question saying, ask Mpl, how will the teams versus each other? Will it be 1v8, as in the first goes up against 8 team? 2v7, or is it going to be the other way around where it go 1-4, 2-5, 3-6, 4-7? The question, the answer to that is I don't know.
We'll still have to wait for our team to kind of brief us on that.
So because we are not setting the rules and organizing the tournament, unfortunately we do not have the key to that. But those informations will come out, relatively soon as we build up to it. It is 1 month away.
Correct.
Before it happens.
And again, Mystic Burden is getting a lot of criticism from here. Like I said, it's not your fault. It's not their fault as well. They're just showing us a very good game against Team Equalizer. But here's the thing, Equalizer might feel a bit bad, but perhaps again.
I'm also curious to find out how Equalizer feels about it, because as much as Mystic Burden has come out and said that it was never their intention, I'm sure they must feel differently about it. So until Equalizer comes up with an official statement, we will have to just wait and see. Please, guys, do not speculate. Do not try to put your emotions into other people. Like, let them come out as an organization, as a team, and say what how they feel about it. If anything of that sort, we have not been doing that.
Oh wow, look at that scoreline.
So this was a scoreline here, and this was the question, right? That many people were asking: was it right or wrong for them to be doing it? I believe they had all the rights to be doing it.
Yep, me too. I stand on the point.
Was it the best choice? Maybe not. But was it the wrong choice? Definitely not.
Even the rules didn't say that, if you are dominating your opponent, please end quickly. The rules didn't say that.
No, the thing is, even the Lord bait of them not taking Lord. Now, I need to bring up a few different games out here.
Okay.
We have seen in the history of esports, in Dota 2, when it was, I think, DreamHack 2013 specifically, it was the finals. They went in for a level 1 Roshan as a bait, and took the early advantages over there. Baits around big objectives has always been the case. And not taking the objective away means that you can rebait out again. Such things. So it is pretty standard to be seeing that. I want to know from the viewers, do you think it was right or do you think it was wrong for Mystic Burden to be executing that? I actually am very curious. Let's see what's going to be happening.
I'm interested to know their comments though.
Yep, so Marian Osmuna saying Mystic Burden did nothing wrong. It's part of the game.
That's true. Yep, I agree on you. Again,
the same people are saying.
If I see, no, that's not the question over here.
That's not going to be there as well.
Again, don't forget #AskMPL, because if you hashtag it, we can see your comments on board, and perhaps we can even shout out your name as well. It's gonna be really, really saucy.
Yeah, so we are seeing. Alright, so we are done with the 3 things that we're supposed to be talking about there. Now that we are at the end, we're going to be checking out the league standings to see how everybody lines up at the end of it. So we see Team Saiyan, Kings right up top. IDNS SG holding strong in second. Tyrants following them up, sitting pretty in third. MYA will complete their roll out on the 4th spot there. So we talked about them, getting their KDA also up and getting the kill difference. It's 108 compared to Mystic Burden, which is 103. We have Mystic Burden that's at 5th, followed by Team XD, which is at 6th. Mysterious Assassins rounds up at 7th. And Louvre SG will be the last team to qualify into playoffs at the 8th spot. That's there.
Unfortunately for Falcon 7 and Team Equalizer, your journey ends here, but this may be a chapter for a new beginning to improve yourself and perhaps prove your determination for the next season.
Yes, I definitely want to see them. That's out there. Right, we're going to reveal this season's top KDA winner.
Wow, we already have the results?
Yes, we do. And it's going to be Shadow. Shadow comes up top at 9.9. Damn it, it's not a 10.
I think you're wishing for a double digit every time.
I was wishing for double digits. That's right. Congratulations to Shadow from MYA. The stellar performance at the end of it. Kagura and the Aurora play was fantastic.
0 deaths, Pseudo. 0 deaths.
68 kills, 27 deaths, and 138 assists puts him up way to the top. Congratulations, you get the prize.
500 USD Ritual. Wow, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Maybe you could, bludgeon me the entire ice them, asking everyone here at the panel, because my predictions were right ahead.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was really good. A good showing again throughout the whole team, and going in for the board.
Yeah. So going to the playoffs are these top 8 teams. We're going to show. Oh, we have the playoff bracket.
What?
So Lakshman was asking us specifically for who's going up against who. We have the brackets right here, and we're going to be seeing. Maybe we're going to even predict a little bit of who's going to be moving forward. Right up top, Zayn is going up against Louvre.
SG.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
They are going up against each other in the very first game to open up the series. Followed by MYA going up against Mystic Burden. Interesting. IDNS SG goes up against Mysterious Assassins 3, and Tyrants takes out Team XD, or takes on Team XD on the 4th match. Keep in mind, this is a double elimination format.
Correct.
Which means that if you do lose in the upper bracket, you will drop to the lower bracket where you still have a chance to move forward.
And Sudo, this is the most interesting part. We already have our venue. 1 Utama Ground Floor High Street Concourse on 13th to 15th of April 2018. I can't wait for the playoff, Sudo. How about you? Come on, tell me your feelings. Just go all out. Yeah.
I wish I could tell you more about the event specifically,
the emotions.
but 1 Utama is a fantastic venue for it,
Yeah.
and I want to see all of the guys that are on chat calm down.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because we know that it's an international audience, if
Correct.
you guys can't make it, it's fine. I will still be on chat with you guys.
Yes, and I'll be also looking onwards for your comments. But if you guys drop on board to 1 Utama, don't forget to say hi to us, maybe take pictures, and don't forget to follow us on our social media. First, I had to say it to Sudo. Do follow him on Instagram, Justin_Sudo, and of course myself, KBC Sensei, on Facebook and also Instagram as well.
Yeah. I do want to just mention a few last things here because people have been asking a few
Yeah, we should have answered them. Yeah, we've got time.
Harry Farhan is saying, I don't find anything wrong with what MCB did because it's objective playing. We're also seeing that Trent said, it's not wrong what they did, but it won't guarantee they win the next round anyway, which is perfectly true, and we just saw the brackets up there, not exactly the easiest brackets to be having. Prashant Chatri is asking, when is the next match starting? The next match will be on the 13th of April for the Malaysian side and Singapore side, but the Indo side will come out on the 30th of April when we'll be looking at the
Action Pack Games.
Yes. Alright, MPL has been brought to you by a few people that's making it completely possible. KBC Sensei,
Take it away.
take it away.
Your legend sponsor, your first AI phone, the Honor View 10. Sudo, could you help me to take up your phone?
Of course.
Here you go. One more last one. Yep. And you'll see more in the playoffs coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will get to feel, touch, and experience the phone there at the playoffs. So, I mean, make sure that you guys go over to the Honor booth that will be there. And you will also get to see the players using them as well. Which would be fantastic to see all the gameplay on it. People have been commenting that the ping is so low for MPL and they wish they had that. Well, you need to come down to the venue and experience it for yourself.
And of course, your partners in esports, both Armageddon and GoPro, you will see them as well. It's been a great time casting with you. Looking forward to see you in the playoffs as well.
We definitely will be seeing you in the playoffs as well. It will be the two of us, Peach, the three Malikasas, Lin, Ikuto, and Spartanker that will be there. Not forgetting Faraz will be there, Daniele will be there, and I want to have a special thank you to all the production crew, the 20 plus people that's working behind the scenes to make it all happen. To you, the viewers, the fans, the readers, the commenters, the people following the teams and all the broadcasts. Thank you guys so much. We are going to have, a special, I want to say a special thank you and a special farewell to Falcon 7 and Equalizer. Better luck next season, but you definitely have a huge future to have out there. Never give up, continue fighting, because we saw, we saw such good gameplay, we saw such results coming out from them. There's always next season, there's always a next tournament out for you guys, and I want to see the evolution coming in stronger than ever moving forward. So once again, huge clap, round of applause for Falcon 7 and to Equalizer. I will definitely be following their journey on their social media, and you guys should too. Amazing teams to be following. It has now reached
the end,
the hour, the end.
Well, it's gonna be tough.
Yes.
Why don't you do the honors? I'll let you do the honors, man.
Alright, thank you guys so much. Now Falcon 7 and Equalizer will be at the finals as well.
Okay.
Yep, so calm down, show your support for all the teams, not only the 8 teams that will be participating, but as well as the 2 other teams that unfortunately did not quite make it. Without them, Mpl would not have been the same.
Correct.
So it's all of them, and plus the big family that's here who will be there. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much for the last 7 weeks, and we'll see you on the 13th of April. Till then, enjoy gaming.
Bye guys.
Be good online.
Yep.
We are the leader of the squad, which got me, Daniel, Ulala, Slayer, Kido, Viavelen, and Kim.
Our squad is from 3 months ago, and we are all from Sabah, Malaysia. I'm Orca, team captain of Team Equalizer. So my team consists of Hitmondel, Porkchop, 14, Primo, and also Cody Dopey.
Wow, look at the amount of damage. Now he's going to be the target of focus. Double kill for the side. Idea and SSG. Mystic Burden. What is this? Being the tyrants as they are, LuBSG did manage to pick up a valiant fight. Tyan going Super Saiyan mode.